What's up, guys?
That's a magic number.
Hey everybody, it's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show.
How's everybody day? How was y'all 4th of July? You tuning into the stream? Please hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate it if you do. Thank you. What's going on? Talk to me. Second base. Let's see what I got for second base. I'll pick on that for second base. Kevin Judge. I think I might have him play DH. But I never pick. Who I'm gonna put at the start of Carlos, I need to get Carlos a day off. Trying to run number to the ground. Jesus Dominguez. What's going on, guys? Hit me up in the chat. What's going on? How was your 4th of July?
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. And pitching in this game, Joey Cantillo.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Okay, all set to go. And here is Cody Bellinger.
Cody.
And that's through there for a strike. And we're underway. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. 0-2 is the count. That one not close. 1-2 to count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Aaron Judge at the plate.
He's done a great job making contact recently, averaging more than 2 hits per game in his last 5.
Judge goes 6 feet 7 inches, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former
Hit that
MVP.
like and subscribe button, guys. Appreciate it very much if you do. I'm trying to grow this channel. Oh, double play. Damn.
To second, there's one. On to Santana, 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. Swung on, belted. That's back there.
Wait, that's a home run?
And
Oh, wow. My man got a home run on the first pitch.
He crushes that one to center field. Third home run of the season.
Good
It's
hit.
1-0. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
2 outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. 6 hits in the series, 2 of them for home runs. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Two outs, base is empty.
Man.
And that one fouled off.
Play on that one.
2 down, nobody on. Outside low. Yeah, the count 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. Ranging back.
I ain't got enough of that.
And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Man.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with the hit in every game. I mean, he's run his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
So digging in, Austin Wells. Ground ball to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Batting 6th, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Ripped on a line. And that's the 3rd out. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. And today's starter, Luis Gil. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that, and that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
Stephen Kwan, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
22-2. Okay.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Out to short, Correa. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And one to watch, of course, their 3-hole hitter, Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, definitely someone I
Watching
always
this, if you
enjoy.
see
You
Carlos
want to get a
Correa
chance
on the
to
Yankees
watch him,
because I
whether
traded
he's
for
hitting
him.
a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Will Brennan stands in now and watches strike 1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Yeah, there's a ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike
down.
at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Here on the Yankees. That's dope.
Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. On the ground, and it goes just foul.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On the ground, out to short. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
2 outs, runner at first. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Heel checks over to first, and he's back.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
And the 1-0. Strike 1.
1-1.
Ramirez off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 left for the Guardians. They're down 1-0. And we're back. Top of the second. Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. That one ripped. Brennan makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 8, left fielder,
Jason Dominguez, the next to hit, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. Not
Ball
even
1, no
close
strike.
there. Ball 1.
Kind of tired.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's 2 down.
Batting 9th, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, Carlos Correa. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Not close with that one. 1-0. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitcher's arm.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Here's Cody Bellinger. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. And that one is lifted in the air. Schneemann on the move to the alley. He's got it. And that is that. One left for the Yankees, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Smoked to the left, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Mo Naylor at the plate now. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
And now, Gabriel Arias.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Righty delivers. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Brian Rocchio, 0 for 6 in the series so far. And that drops in for a strike.
If you guys hear that noise in the background, I got the fan on. Sorry about that.
Just
Nope.
missed.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Daniel Schneemann in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-2 now. That one the other way. Tosses across to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Guardians lead 1. Still behind by a count of 1-0. New inning getting started. It's Aaron Judge now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Cantillo back to work. Judge rips that one. That's back there.
That's gone.
It's a bomb.
Just waiting for that one.
And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Oswald Peraza now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Good pitch.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball, that's in.
There's a swing and a drive.
Is that another one? That's another
That's
one?
back there. At the wall, can't make the catch, but I think he brought it back. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he'll make it into 3rd with a triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. Stayed balanced through the entire swing.
I'll take a triple because I already got a home run with him. So now I need a single and a double to hit for the cycle. Wow, that's crazy. That looked like a home run.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
With a runner at 3rd, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Swings through that.
0-2 is the count.
This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Ball. 2-2 is the count.
That one misses, and the count is filled up.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Lined, and that's a base hit. In comes the run from 3rd to add on. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Comes through with the
Now
RBI.
batting,
You'll often hear the phrase
pitcher,
short to
Austin
it,
Wells.
long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came
Thank you
away
for
with a
tuning
beautiful
in.
line drive into center
Please
field.
hit that like and subscribe
And here's the
button.
catcher,
so I can
Austin
help-
Wells.
So you can help grow
1
this
for
channel.
1 with a single so far.
Appreciate it if you would. Thank you.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a
0-1.
strike.
Damn.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt now 0 for 1 so far.
Go ahead. Go
And
ahead.
a liner out into right center for a base hit.
What are you doing? What are you
And that's
doing?
the second out of the inning on the force play. Puts the tag on him and it's a double play.
Wow.
They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, including the home run. No error. Here in Cleveland, and the batter now, Daniel
Center
Schneemann.
fielder, Daniel Schneemann.
That was a couple of bonehead
That one
plays by me.
finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Cabrera has this one sized up, hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Steven.
Now the left fielder, Stephen
Hello
Kwan,
guys, how's your day going so
grounded out
far?
his first
If you're in
time.
the States, how was your 4th of July?
To the right side, Goldie. He'll do it himself.
He's out.
2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Will Brennan.
2 down, base is empty. And now, Will Brennan. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back, Bellinger, back some more. Pulls it in on the warning track.
That was a good hit.
Welcome back,
Leading
and
off
take a
for
look
the
at some
Yankees,
hot hitting
third
in this
baseman,
series
Oswaldo
as we check
Cabrera.
out the numbers.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
To the right side, Arias. Throws the first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. He's 0 for 1. Dominguez,
Ball, that's off the plate.
22 years old. And he's put together some good swings lately with 5 home runs in his last 10 games. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
That was like a little speed pitch.
Now one out to right, Brennan. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
2 outs, base is empty. And here comes Carlos Correa. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Schneemann makes the grab, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. On now to the bottom of the fourth. Yankees 3 and the Guardians nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez. I keep thinking about Manny Ramirez.
Just
Nope,
missed.
that's inside.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right
yeah.
field. Stanton ranges back. That one is gone. He sends it out of here, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians.
So you just got to
He's trying to
delete it.
swing for the
You give up that
fences, too.
leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The
Damn, you got him my way, man.
And they don't get the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. And he's already singled in this game. And that's in there at the knees. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Generally, second,
No ball,
third time
two
through the
strikes.
lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, 3 pitches, down, fastball up, swinging, move. It's like learning a chord progression, getting those strums right, man. So many pitchers prefer working north-south these days compared to the east-west, and that was a great example right there.
So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. Struck out swinging his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. Santana leads off first with 1 away. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck
Same
him
pitch.
out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone.
What's going on,
Seeing
guys?
more
Please hit that like and
fastballs in that
subscribe button.
location. Hitters, especially
I appreciate it
with
if you
2
do.
strikes, have to be ready
This
to
will
pull
help
the
the channel
trigger.
grow.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one missed.
Inside.
1 run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Just a really
1 ball,
nice slider
2
down and
strikes.
in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Next offering upstairs.
Ooh, you give me that one.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Got it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Solo shot for the Guardians this inning. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Good hit.
Liner, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Waste no time there. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything. And pulled it into the gap nicely.
Manager out of the dugout now. And it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Joey Cantillo won't go any further. And this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Jacob Junis.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So man aboard here is Aaron Judge. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Bangs off the wall. Bellinger around second on his way to third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind.
To the channel.
The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oswald Peraza digs in now. Right through there for a strike.
Slaughter. You got a home run and a triple. I just need a single and a double to hit for the cycle with this guy. Let's go. Let's go.
That's down and in. A slider missed. And that one fouled off.
Nice cutter.
Up the middle. And that chance handled. Gets it to first. That's out number one. And a run comes in to score.
Had to make a perfect play right there after that nice backhand stop, and he did. He couldn't have transferred the ball from his glove to his hand any better than he did. Just an excellent release.
Yeah, this got me.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Backed off the plate that time. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Man at first with one gone. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. That's too low, and it's 1-0. Still only one out here in the inning. That's hard hit in the line.
Go ahead.
Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
It's a good hit, but it doesn't come up as a single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Hit or matter.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. 0 for 2 in this one. Grounds one to short. Finds its way through, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right
Now
there.
for
He got
tuning into
rolled
the
over
channel,
on this pitch a
please
little
hit
bit,
that like
but
and
he got
subscribe
enough
button so we
behind
can
it
help
to
this
shoot it
channel
through
grow.
for a knock. And
I
he'll
appreciate
take
it.
that
Thank you
anytime
very
you can
much.
get him to find a hole.
Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Ooh.
Line drive and a base hit right there. Headed for the plate. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 6-1.
Back-to-back base hits. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Just made it in. They really didn't touch the plate.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
the count.
How was your guys' 4th of July if you're in the States?
Right side. Santana tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. They limit the damage here. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on.
Put it in the
Home half of
comment
the 5th
below. How was
coming
your
up.
4th of July?
Yankees 6
How's your
and
day
the
going so
Guardians
far?
1.
Just let me know. What's up? While you're at it, could you please hit that like and
Back here in
subscribe button?
Cleveland,
It's
now
free.
it's the
Of
shortstop,
course you're in
Brian
it.
Rocchio.
Brian.
Trying to help this channel grow.
Rocchio.
And there's a foul ball. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
And that clips the inside corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Next pitch is downstairs. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat, and all of a sudden you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's going to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Lays off down low as he digs
If you
in
guys
for the
are in the
third
States,
time.
how was your 4th of July?
And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
You're getting tired. Come on, man. You got one more batter.
Misses, and the count is 2-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Yeah, he missed that because that was a good hit right there. Just fouled it off.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
That was a
And he
bad
strikes
swing.
out the side in the 5th. Guardians fail to score. They trail it 6-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Junis back to work. That one's in there. That's strike one. Action in the pen down there. Trevor Steffen preparing to come on if needed. Seawald also getting ready. Fought off foul.
Slider. On two.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
One ball, two strikes.
That one the other way. Puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Outside low, and that's ball one. Hit hard on the ground is short. The throw to first. Two quick outs to open the top of the sixth. Two down, base is empty. Here comes Aaron Judge. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that's going to bang against the wall. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Runner at first with two away. Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Lead runner around second. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Please help me to grow this channel. I appreciate it very much.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And that's in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jacob Junis gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching
Ben
for the
Lively
Guardians.
takes over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So 2 down. Now here is Austin Wells. 1 for 3. In the air, out towards left center. Nabs it, and that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 8 and the Guardians 1. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers.
Now pitching
Back
for
now
New
for the
York.
bottom of the sixth, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
56.
mound, Mark Leiter Jr.
Mark Leiter
He's got
Jr.
a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Tap foul at the plate.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
And now here is Jose Ramirez. Next offering is fouled back. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Guardians.
2 outs, base is empty.
First baseman.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. 1 for 2. That one close, roll the ball. And that is ball 1.
What'd I miss?
Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Man at second here with 2 away. Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians.
What's going on, guys? Please hit that like and subscribe button if you can. Well, you should be able to. It's free. But please do so to help this channel grow.
Right through there
Appreciate
for
you
a
guys.
strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball 2.
In the dirt.
Ooh.
And that's ripped to the left. Base hit. Santana around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 8-2. Man at first. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And first offering is fouled off. Mansardo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit on the ground to short. Correa.
Hey, what the hell? Come on, Correa. Man.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
We're gonna match the pitches when we don't.
0-1 down. Swinging a foul out of play. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Oh my God! Come on, man. Got him.
Down on
Damn.
strikes. Good job at damage control right there. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We're through 6 full. It's the Yankees 8 and the Guardians 2. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say
0-1's the count.
invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road.
Oh,
So
wow.
I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Whips it to first. That's the first out at the top of the
Crazy.
7th.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Can't be cutting somebody hair and
Oswaldo
not getting paid
Cabrera
for it,
stepping in
especially if
now
you're
for the
making all that
Yankees. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Ramirez makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
That was a
batting,
good
left
hard
fielder,
fastball with some
Jason
nice
Dominguez.
ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Dominguez in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
Big dome?
it took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large.
Well, if you're not getting paid for
Well,
it,
2
then
outs and a chance to put
there's
up
no
a 0
pressure.
on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Ball, that's
Next
okay.
offering upstairs. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That
Count
misses the
full.
zone, and it's 3-2. Carlos Correa waits on deck. Draws the walk
Nope,
there.
that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at
Now
first base is
batting,
going to have a
shortstop,
very aggressive
Carlos
secondary
Correa.
lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swing and a ball popped up. Arias. He makes the grab. And that is that. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Yankees 8 and the Guardians 2. Welcome back. Taking a
Leading
look
off
at our
for the
game
Guardians,
summary.
The shortstop.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Fernando Cruz.
Now pitching
They
for
know
the
that
New
he
York
can get
Yankees,
a right-hander out, but
Number
he's in position to
63.
face a couple of lefties this inning.
Fernando Cruz.
There's the strike. 95 of that one. Cruz, a 6'2 righty, 235 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swings and misses, and the count is 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 gone here.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice
Now
pitch
batting,
right there and had him
center
out in front
fielder,
over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting
Steven.
something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Schneeman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk
Now
about the
batting,
benefits,
left
the
fielder,
advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Kwan in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side of the 7th.
All he's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Back now at
Leading
Progressive
off for the
Field.
Yankees,
We're at the top of the
center
8th. Here's the
fielder,
Yankees
Cody
leadoff
Bellinger.
hitter, Cody Bellinger. Fastball for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move to the at-bat.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's going back. Back some more. That one is gone. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they tack on to their lead. It's 9-2.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Ben Lively is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching
Righty
for the
reliever
Guardians.
out of the pen, Trevor Stephan.
Number
He's into the
37.
game with the bases empty.
Trevor Stephan.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That clips the corner. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th.
That's a ball.
With the big bats coming
got
up
a
and a
ball, 1
home
strike.
run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one ripped. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add on. It's 10-2. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Now it's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. Just a single short of the cycle. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Squeezes it, one away. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Tim Herron, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
This one in the air. Naylor makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
In the air, left side. Makes the catch, inning over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 10-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Will Brennan.
Will Brennan.
That one misses. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
The other way, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The run comes in from second. It's 10-3. And his 3rd hit of the game is a triple.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Now pitching for the
New
New York
pitcher for the
Yankees.
Yankees, Scott Effross.
Number 57, Scott Effross.
And first offering is fouled off. Ramirez at third with nobody out. That clips the corner.
0-2 is the count.
Just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Come on, that pitch was a strike zone, man. God.
Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And now the DH, Kyle Mansardo. A little bit
Oh,
low.
that's down.
Runner on at third, 1 gone. Swing and a pop-up. Cabrera should have this one. Pulls it in for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Bo Naylor.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Harrison misses. It's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Through 8 full, it's the Yankees 10 and the Guardians 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herron.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
In the air out to center. Schneemann coming on. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's one away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Schneemann snags it. 2 down. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 in this one. Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. Pulls that one foul. On the ground to third, and it gets by him.
Back-to-back singles. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
So back to the top of the order. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. Out towards right center field. And that's the 3rd out. Yanks strand a pair, but they still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Yeah. And we've got ourselves a pitching change.
Now
Tim
pitching
Hill.
for the New York Yankees. Number 41, Tim Hill.
And first offering is fouled off. Into center. And that'll get down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Brian.
So up next, Brian Rocchio. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And a foul ball. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. And obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Sets him down looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So digging in, Daniel Schneemann. Close, but called the ball. 1-0.
That's crazy, man.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Arias, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
To third, might be 2. There's 1 out, and it's a double play to end the ball game.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now, and that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse is giving you the same good food it's been giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
Final score here today, 10-3. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding